global community.
Lev Aran, Israeli journalist, is also joining us on the broadcast. Lev Aran, satisfaction finally for Daniel Pearl's family. They're celebrating this news. Rauf Azhar eliminated in this strike by India. He, of course, is someone who had led to the release of Umar Sheikh, the man who beheaded Daniel Pearl.
Yes, I wouldn't say happiness because, you know, they murdered a journalist who just came to do his work. But I do feel that justice was done and there is some kind of relief. And also it is a signal for other terrorists that even if 20 years they are free thanks to the corrupt Pakistani courts, at the end of the day, Israel or India will catch them. So in this sense, it is a relief.
Yes. Lev Aran, also, you know, at the end of the day, of course, do you believe that this is something, you know, that even the UK, the US should have, you know, come out and welcomed? The fact that terror infrastructure was dismantled in this manner, the fact that terrorists were neutralized in this precision strike by the Indian, you know, security forces, isn't this something the West should have welcomed?
Of course it should have. I don't think there is a question about this. And I'm sure Peter also agrees with me.
Indeed.
But I think one reason why Pakistan started voicing the nuclear language at the beginning of the war, even before the war, one reason was to make the world silent about the morality. What Pakistan tried to do, and in a sense they did it quite successfully, once they voiced up the big risk of India-Pakistan war and the fact that both sides have nuclear capabilities, most of the media outside India was not focused on justice that was done to Daniel Pearl, but more on the risk of a big war between Pakistan and India.
Yes, absolutely. They clearly, of course, you know, perhaps have used that in their dialogues with the United States, which obviously spooked the US, you know, and got them to, of course, mediate, you know, with more of a hurry than earlier. But Lev, you know, as far as, of course, now Pakistan is concerned, we've seen how they don't crack down on terror infrastructure themselves. As you were just saying, you know, their courts are corrupt, their system is corrupt, unfortunately. But, you know, isn't it time then the United States realizes that? Surely the US and the West should call Pakistan's bluff, should pressurize them further to crack down on terrorists and terror infrastructure. For instance, in this scenario, they're equating them with India. You know, Donald Trump saying he wants to do more trade with, of course, India. That's understandable. But why with Pakistan?
Since the huge victory of India in 1971 and then Bangladesh and the humiliation that Pakistan went through, Pakistan's paradigm is that they themselves, they tell the world, if you press too much, will be dismembered into few different countries. And then you will have to look into all these small countries and look for the nuclear capabilities of each small country. So in a way, it is part of the paradigm and also the micro tactic of Pakistan. They tell the West that even if Pakistan is a venal, corrupt, jihadist country, still the best scenario is one united Pakistan. And until now, they are quite successful with this narrative, unfortunately.
Yes, absolutely. Also, of course, now, you know, as far as, of course, Lev, you know, these operations going forward are concerned, do you believe finally Pakistan will wake up, smell the coffee? Will they change post Operation Sindoor carried out by the military?
I'm quite curious what will happen with Asim Munir, because right now we really have a jihadist chief of staff and actually like a leader in Pakistan. And as far as he's concerned, the only way to keep Pakistan united is to groom the hate against India, against the West, and so on. You remember what happened before Pahalgam? We heard about Balochistan. There was a feud between Afghanistan and Pakistan about the border issue. It looked like for the first time since '72, the Pakistani public is actually hating the army. They are ready to go to demonstrations and so on. And the only cure that the chief of staff found is to have a small war with India. So as far as war with India will be the only glue of Pakistani nationalism, I don't see a way that they will give up this war. Sometimes big time, sometimes small time, but this is the glue of the Pakistani narrative.
Yes, Peter Baum, let